exasperating.
Who are you? A bandit? A scavenger? State your business here.
My time with Motus Mining left me the wiser in terms of potion craft. Most of my spare time is spent experimenting with new reagent combinations. Can't say I blame them for seeking richer veins. It's rather disappointing that they don't deem it necessary to maintain my offices, however. This city is built around a single priority: the preservation of knowledge. That, above all else, must be upheld. I dare not taste many of these potions on myself. You are welcome to buy some off me if you wish. Goodbye.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? If you're from the village, you can tell Mayor Eswin that I'm not interested in any other deals he may wish to offer. This discovery belongs to everyone, and it will not be used to further one man's agenda. Why, yes, I most certainly am. Fascinating. You seem to have stumbled upon the Commonite all on your own. Well done, my friend. Well done. If I find enough samples of this incredible resource, it may just be enough to convince Motus to return. If they do, that means Apatir has a fighting chance. Carry on with your search. It is not the only mining concern in Edessa, but it is the only one that matters. Our efficiency is legendary, as is our disregard for human life. I was a scholar for Motus mining interests. One of 6. 4 of the others died from exposure to poisonous fumes. And the last, he took his own life in the snaketail, filled his pockets with terrenium and sunk like a stone. Now it's just Guyan and me, working as we did ages ago in training. It's not a bad life, although the rat meat leaves one wanting. My closest confidant, one who enjoys investigating the world's darker mysteries. He's downstairs. I let him start a laboratory there after they ejected him from Edessa. I will carry the shame of what happened here to my grave, but I will speak no more of it. My every breath is given to rectifying the mistakes that were made. My research suggests that the veins run beneath all of Apatir, so I would search the mines. Of course, you're the one who would confirm whether my research is accurate. Goodbye.
You're not supposed to be sniffing around over here. Go on, get... Working down here in Apatir is the best job I've ever had. All I've got to do is stand in this spot dawn to dusk and make sure the riffraff don't enter. A boggart could do it. The gnomes carved the place to pieces and then picked up and left before the dust hit the ground. They took everything, left nothing. I've seen many villages beyond hope, but none so far gone as Whitestone. It would be better left to the dust. We've got your usual drunks, thieves and killers. Most of them are from Whitestone, but a few hail from the outlying mines. Too bad you're not permitted inside. You might pick up a useful skill or two. Anything to survive in Apatir. Keep walking.
Looks like you're used to dust on your feet. Willing to help an old tinker collecting some iron? Make my trade as a tinker, fixing pots and spades and shovels for common folk. But with the war on, iron's been scarce. I'm too old to go around scrounging for bits and scraps. If you find any iron components on your travels, I'll pay well for them. It isn't quite so dignified a labor, but I need the iron. I've got coin for your trouble if you change. Farewell.
Got a bit of dice lying around if you're fancying a game, and you've got the coin. Come back if you want to play. Always time to toss a few dice, mate. Don't suppose you care to wager some coin? Surely this ain't your first time dicing? Well, here's a little catch-up. I play 2 games on 2 dice. The first, high roll, sees who rolls higher, obviously. The second is range roll. You choose a range of numbers to roll within. Now, have an interest? Yeah, you don't want to see these dice. They're rubbish. Don't even land correctly. These dice do much better. Fairer, too. Right. What's the game, then? Don't you sound confident? Then let's see what the dice show, shall we? Bye. Well, fancy that. A win for dear old Cutter. Well, let me take what's mine. What say you? Bye.
I see you. So, we have a new arrival in Sun Camp. I have heard tell of a traveler, a true thief with skills and mettle. I assume that is you. Your arrival is a blessing of the Hierophants. I hope it will distract my camp from these idiotic rumors of Grim Onwig and his crusade. Yes, he wishes to change countless years of tradition because of a misplaced personal grudge, apparently. That can't end well. Sun Camp is under my authority by the blessed ordination of the Hierophant. We mainly subsist on trade from the city of Edessa. You would do well to not question those higher than yourself, child. And the Hierophant is not one to be questioned by anyone. From the Hierophant we are given prophecies, portents. The travelers are blind, but the Hierophant sees clearly and leads them to prosperity. We are not the rabble that many take us for, nor the beggars we are soon to be. I hold such judgments in contempt. We have our own life in this desert. The travelers of my camp are profitable, orderly, and obedient. All without walls and gates. Go to Whitestone and see for yourself. Are those people any happier? Pfft, they're miserable. Very well. There are enough travelers in this camp speaking of this Grim Onwig. We must show that the work still waits. You are versed in our order, and we esteem the blessed Hierophant highly here. Go to the shrine in camp and pray if you wish for work. Farewell.
The blessing of the Hierophant be with you. There's a whole world of hidden secrets you can learn with my training, if you're willing to pay. Stay alert.
Sir? Sir?
Happy to see another face in Sun Camp. Want to do some trading? So long.
So the Shade has come to Sun Camp. I have seen what happened to Phasmer, such a tragedy. Lucky that you escaped it. I am reminded of a desert parable. An eagle, proud and fierce, was told that none could fly higher than the sun, and that the sun saw all. The eagle took flight with its great wings to block out the sun's light. It could not blot all the light, but it always cast its prey in shadow. You mean who is the eagle, who is the sun, and who is the prey? The lessons of parables lay in the mind of the listener. But you have come. I will have need of such obedience, from what is being said of Grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. The travelers will learn who provides for them and who should occupy their thoughts. And your work will be the conduit for this message. Whereas you stole many treasures earlier, you steal one now. The Master's pick. It is said to open any lock. I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Amalur Re-Reckoning. Find her in the Odessa laboratories. It is an artifact of great power, sought after by all thieves and rogues, for it is said that no lock may withstand its magics. There is some form of confusion around this item. It was on Aloran, but it is unclear if something has occurred. Strike quickly. There is some manner of uncertainty at work here.
Desert Runner stopped. She had never heard Rattlesnake speak before. His voice was a slow, nasty hiss, and that greatly disturbed Desert Runner. Please, Desert Runner, my voice is harsh, and yours is so pretty. You are so fast and so much braver than me. Can you bring me a voice like yours? Desert Runner thought for a moment and then said, I will lend you some of my voice and put it in your tail. That is why the rattlesnake clicks.
What do you want? I don't know you, and you don't look scoria, so you'd best be on your way. Yes, I'm a scoria, one in a long line of miners and labourers. It isn't the most respected line of work, but where would the world be without us? This mine is ours, so long as the Terrenium remains. Those are the terms of the deed. He can talk to Motor's mining interests in Hollowlands if he wishes to dispute it. A den of thieves and corruption, that's what the village has become. Travellers to the east, mercenaries prowling the streets, starving men in the mines. It's a disaster. Whitestone is not worth your time, friend. It'll bleed the life right out of you. I remember them from the booming days, when we all worked together to bring up the Terrenium. Now everyone but us has turned to the sword for work.
There was another named Own. This name was to be feared. The name is death, decay, and violence. A cold and fading moment. A mind not of misery in the few leaves of winter. A suit of armor beneath which lay a void. Where Issa's vision was of cultured landscapes, his was of the choking weeds. Own's reach devoured the land. The winter approached.
But you've saved us. Billis, beware the forest.
Things in Whitestone are looking up. We're getting a handle on these outlaws. Believe me. It's sad. I think Cynric once had a heart for me, until I lopped off 2 of his fingers. You did the right thing. Here's your pay. Impressive. You know how to get the job done. We could use more like you. Of course, with the Zangars gone, our fight may soon be over. Here's your pay. So long.
Hey!
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Edessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Edessa? Excuse my rudeness. I am Senar Bruges, tallier second class to the Domus Politica. My purpose is to sort those that come to Edessa, to welcome them to the city while maintaining the delicate balance we gnomes have achieved. They help sort the newly arrived in the city. We want to ensure that everyone is placed where they properly belong. Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Edessa from? From Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Edessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings. Temporarily. This is rare, newcomer. Very rare. If I can speak frankly, I'm not sure this is the blessing you take it to be. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters. But Sandstone Villa is reserved for... well, it is not my place to speak of it. This key will provide you with access to the villa. You would do well to be very aware of your surroundings, stranger. Now, good day. Yes, you are now officially recorded as having entered Edessa, center of all gnomish society in the Feylands. The Domus Politica has me tallying and sorting all new arrivals to the city. Another few years and I could be tallier, first class. I'm sure you'll learn about the city the more time you spend in it. It is vast, but well designed. The Domus is where all of Edessa's political work is done. The Templars determine the policy, and it is there that we enact it. And not everyone is given a villa just for arriving here. But I'd be careful. A gifted necklace can easily be a golden chain. Yes, yes, go on.
What? Edessa prison is off limits to all citizens and guests of the city.
So, you're the one that's come from Alistar. I've waited more than a while for you to show up. I'm Bruton, the Canis Bruton of the Praetorians. I've been stationed here for your protection. I won't lie to you, Longlegs. You being housed here is because someone wants to keep an eye on you. I don't even know who it is. But I can tell you one thing. A gnome who keeps secrets in this city isn't up to anything good. Better to track them down before you or anyone else gets hurt. Luckily, looks like I'm not the only one that noticed your arrival. Got some letters here from the other concerned parties. Could be some leads. Decanus ain't my name. It's my rank among the city's Praetorians, and it's what's keeping you safe. My orders come from high, that's all I know. You ask me, only a Templar is the kind of pull to set you up here. Good luck trying to learn any more than that. If a Templar wants to remain anonymous, they have the influences to pull it off. Because someone important enough in this city said you needed it. You're being watched. Either you charm someone high up or you piss them off. Either way, they don't want you on your own. Hey, and here they are. Talking with any of their authors should get you in the right direction. I won't lie to you. I'm sticking my neck out here helping you the way I have. But I won't stand to let any one gnome ruin the greater good of my people. Need anything else, talk to Milo. He's been stationed as your retainer while you stay in the villa. This city, our leadership, the Templars, don't see eye to eye. They have separate allegiances and conflicting motives, and it seems like you're in the middle of them. I'm Decanus of the Praetorians. I've been ordered to keep you safe within the city, which would admittedly be easier without someone breathing down your neck. In Odessa, wars are fought with papers and politics. And if you're being watched, that means somewhere, someone wants something. Quite the palace for an outsider. No offense, but this gilded collar of yours has a long chain. If I were you, I'd find out where it leads, before it becomes a noose. Gnomes don't have kings or mayors or theocrats. There's a caste whose sole duty it is to lead the rest of us. Though it can lead to turmoil, sometimes. How should I know? It was a Dresden sign. I just checked for poison and all that. Just track down whoever wrote them. You do know how to read, right? That might be useful. Yeah, good hunting.
Greetings, Master. I am Milo. I am here to manage the household affairs of Sandstone Villa, should you have any need of my services. Farewell, Master. Milo at your service.
Need something?
Yes?
I'm telling the truth. There must have been about 100 of those damn brigands at my
What is
bar.
it?
You don't believe me? Take a look at this scar. Right.
Fancy a chat?
Yes?
Yes?
What is it? Yes? Yes?
Unless you got business with Rettel, I suggest you turn around. We ain't in the mood for cutting a man today. Well, after all that effort I put into my letter, looks like I've got a nibble. Many welcomes. I won't waste your time. You want to know who's watching you in this city? Then help me out. I knew a thing or two about keeping coins. Didn't take long for me to earn more than any of these poor sods could hope. Gnomes didn't like that. The gnomes gave us the quarters and told us it was this or the wastes, so we had to make it work. I had to make it work. Aye? Well, let's tend to the work set before us, and then I'll tell you how to get in contact with the observers of Sandstone Villa. I admit I tend to run things for the humans in Alfar and Odessa, but the gnomes know well enough to keep us segregated. They house us, clothe us, feed us, but they never planned on keeping a bunch of refugees on their coin in their buildings. So they keep things bad enough to hope we'll leave, and we can't do anything to improve our station. You, however, can. The gnomes have a saying, the one that bears leadership does so on a gilded throne. I run things in these quarters. To do so at my best, I need to make sure I'm provided for, so I've done just that. The gnomes are planners. They plan their cities like they plan their days and lives, with no room for error. So when the unwashed masses fleeing war and drought and famine arrive on their doorstep, they make a few new laws. We receive aid in return for staying out of the way. But the minute they put you differently from us, they put you in a position to act on our behalf. I'm a man of sizable wealth. Maybe not all the gnomes are interested in coin, but enough of them are. When I heard that Sandstone Villa was being reserved, I had to know why. As it turns out, it was for you. Good. But there are a couple of more pressing concerns that we've had to deal with lately. They're spelled out on the petition wall in the main hall. Attend to them, and then we'll see about helping you. There's a board in the quarters where the people make petitions. Ablier keeps the board. Speak with him if you have more questions. Let's just say I had my ear to the ground and learned that someone important... So long. Well, you're back. So long. Ain't no merchant, ain't no trader. Got no coin, got no bread. So what are you needing up? Yeah.
Always happy to see a new face. Been some times. So long.
Aye? Yeah? We've no clean mugs and no clean beds. There's no tavern business running today. Good.
Yeah?
Well, look at you. Don't seem to be quite as busy as the other humans working the scaffolding. You might be perfect. Listen, stranger, would you like to earn a bit of coin? No sweat off your brow, promise. Every now and then, the scholars take an assistant from the laboratories in the walls to the Basilica. Right now, that's me. I don't know all the details about it. I assist many scholars with their works here. I know that Scar Naren was involved in linguistics. It's safe to say the experiment will likely be some verbal study. Scar Naren has quarters in the Basilica Nostra. Speak with her and she'll get you started. You need to speak with Scar Naren in the Basilica Nostra.
I've waited so long for these. There are some things you simply cannot do with ordinary blades. Beautiful, exquisite things. I got my start doing vivisections in the laboratories. I showed enough knowledge of humoral balance and physiology that I was asked to join the Basilica. Very well.
Well, when I sent O'Dern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself. But he has done well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work. I've specialized in the study of languages and discourse. Of course, the Basilica sees no end of political applications for my research, so I'm happy to be well funded. In so many words, yes, I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues. But it requires calibration. Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues. Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin. Yes. If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name. Very well. I shall ask another question. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer? I see. Here is my final question. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from? Well, that was less successful than I would have liked, but the data will be useful to me nonetheless. I'm happy to have had your help with this. Take these potions as a reward with my thanks. Yes?
Yes?
What?
Yes? Yes?
Need something?
Yes?
Care to browse? I can promise you'll always find the goods you need at Semble's. Care to browse? came here with my father more than a few years back. Poor Dad died a few years ago, and I just took up the business when he did. Been here since. Don't rightly got one type of stock here. I tend to sell all manner of things you might need while roaming the wastes. Share them with who? With... Oh, I see. It's not enough that I scrape out something for myself. You can't succeed in this city without someone coming to collect. You mean it, don't you? You actually care about them. Fine, I'll give my part. And thanks for your compassion. Please, come by again.
Got the forge hot, stranger. If you need repair work for armor or weapons, I'm your man. Was one of the wretches working for Motus Mining in Apatir. Got out before the sickness gods rest them, but I've been here for years now. I can provide you with some smithing if you need. Repairs or salvaging, whatever's at hand. Aye, a vile thing in Apatir. Spread like a cold, killed like a plague. Aye, and I suppose you're here to preach the virtues of helping my lazy neighbours, more like buzzards. I've been there before. I know what life is like in the gutters. I'll pay my part, aye. But it's you that's more deserving, I think. Here's some coin. All right, then.
Salutations. Yes?
Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. If you've a head for books, then please peruse my wares. When I was younger, I used to be a scrivener in the Domus Politica. But like so many, my eyesight began fading, so I stopped writing books and began selling. I carry books and tomes of all shapes and sizes, plus another few odds and ends for anyone curious. Come again. Welcome.
Salutations.
I have reagents, potions, and recipes for sale, if you're interested in alchemical wares. I came to Edessa a few years back. Used to live up in Galette, in the Red Marches. A shame about what happened there, if what I hear is true. Some fanatics, calling themselves the cult of Balin, are sacrificing people to their god. Or so's the rumor. I've wandered to Tyr nearly all my life. There's a trove of reagents that can save your life, if you know how to use them. I'll be here. I have reagents, potions, and recipes. I knew better than to think my prosperity would go unnoticed. It seems all my success helps others instead of myself. Generosity is not something seen that often here. If not in my neighbors, I might place my trust in you. I'll donate to the poor, and why not to you as well? I'll be here.
Gems for sale.
Ah, and so our guest from the villa has come to my shop. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
You'll be back.
Yeah? Plenty else I need to worry about now. What are you needing? Just another laborer trying to scrape a living for themselves in this damn city. Plenty of work to do. Back to work.
You wish to speak?
Blessings to you.
Salutations.
Hello. The Alpha have a grand city in Rathir. But stone for stone, I would rate Odessa among the greatest cities in the world. Or I will when it's complete.
Very well.
I do love a little conversation to break up the monotony. Have you been enjoying your time at Sandstone Villa? Farewell.
What? What the hell are you doing here? If you're going to stand out there and gape at me, you're going to get us both in trouble.
I've been in here so long, I thought they would have all forgotten about me. This means a lot to me. Thanks, mate. Just another Burke trying to scratch a living in this desert sand. But it's easier to survive out there than in this blasted city. Get going. What are you doing? Do you want to get us both flogged? I only stole a loaf of bread, and for that I'm sorry. But I've been in here for weeks. Half-men bastards. They'll look for any reason to throw one of us outsides into this brig. They're trying to intimidate us. The gnomes like to think their city shouldn't need jails, but they'll use any excuse to throw one of us quarterlings in here. Bet it's a lovely city to be in for a gnome. For outsiders, it's a place of burden. They make it uncomfortable, so we might leave. Get going.
What?
Yes?
Need something?
Oh dear, things seem to have gotten worse than I thought. Ah, stranger, I think I have, require the assistance of, well, your kind. It's quite urgent and quite, sensitive. I've been a scrivener in the Domus for over 10 years. I'm often called upon to compose official correspondence and letters of a diplomatic nature. There's a letter, one I was writing. I'm a scribe, you see. I received word from the Basilica to draft it, from Scholar Ehrencourt. A strange letter, meant for Rathir. And though we gnomes are neutral, well, the letter gave encouragement, not promises. Never give promises, that's the rule. The letter was written, sealed and sent, but never arrived. Scholar Ehrencourt means to have my head for losing it. I need that letter recovered. One need for you. The courier that took that letter from me. It was a traveller. A Docalfar named Parwin Well from Suncamp. She said Ehrencourt arranged the delivery. He had no reason to suspect. Travellers are often used as couriers in these lands. But she was the last to have that letter. Fair enough.
Yes?
Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. How can the Domus Politica be of service today? Me? I'm the foremost scrivener we have. If you need a letter or tome duplicated, see me. A page every 3 minutes, guaranteed. Though only half-built, our city already stands as a beacon of enlightenment in this desert. The garrison is one of the oldest buildings in the walls, and nearly as old as a livrarium. Just as well.
Welcome to the garrison. Yes? Yes?
You look like you have some free time on your hands. Care to earn a bit of coin? I'm responsible for going through vast amounts of experiment results and distilling them into concise data. With that, the Basilica Nostra can qualify our findings. Uncatalogued tomes are stored and protected in warded containers. If you save me some time, I'll pay you well. All I need you to do is go to each container and dispel the ward on it. I'll pay you for each one you manage to dispel. Excellent. I'll have some brought up. They'll be in the upstairs alcove waiting for you. A pleasure.
What? Interesting. Taller than I would have thought, but still, you will serve as a subject. You are the guest at Sandstone Villa, correct? Otherwise, I'll have to look elsewhere. So long. You've come back. Have you elected to help with my experiment after all? I've been a researcher in Odessa for so many years, I forgot when I began. It coincided with the start of my study, on the rise of magic. So long. You've come back. Have you? So long.
Have you done all the work you've wanted to? I see. I'll pay you for the containers you dispelled. I'm never going to get these blasted containers. A pleasure. Hello again. Have you decided to? Good. You can find them in the same place. A pleasure. Have you done all the work you've wanted? I see. I'll pay you for the containers. I'm never... A pleasure.
Good tidings.
So the scriptures of Mitharu have been handed to us. I too have been asked by Riddle to hand these words to the denizens of all that can help. Esclad Tyner is a troubled man, but many are those who need redemption. Though he may have wronged, he must not lose his spirit. Riddlemane has much, but he understands that he cannot enact the change that could help us without jeopardizing all of our safety. Mitharu is the great order of the world, who grants purpose and structure to all life. Mitharu and Riddlemane guide my work. The gnomes do not keep the faith of Mitharu. That much is enough for me. Indeed, Mitharu smiles on a few, and it is their responsibility to share such providence. Your service will not go unrewarded. It is one of sort, be pious.
Yes? By the gods, it feels good to take a moment to talk. I've been working so long, I know how an Auric feels. Came here with my brothers, Nerrit and Herrit, after our home got burned down on the Twili coast. Gnomes will protect us from the Tuatha. They've got to. Beasts of burden. Don't they have them where you're from? It's the home for outsiders in the city. Well, save for Sandstone Villa. I hear it's nice in there, not crowded and dirty. They're below, in the belly of the crater. The buildings almost look like they float on the water. A place of cinders and ghosts. It's where the Tuatha made landfall on the plains of Erethel all those years ago. Nothing left there now. Just me and the twins, Nerrit and Herrit, grew up in the plains of Erethel in Culm until the war came. We lost our home, our parents, but made it here. They are quite a pair, those two. I try to look out for them, but sometimes I just feel like their mother. Such a beautiful land. I'd like to go back, but it seems like we're stuck here for now. Pleasant journey.
So, looks like you've done your share of the legwork, eh? Happy to pay someone that's dear to us. Take this coin. You've earned it. Now, I don't think there was anything else, was there? True enough. I honor the few promises I make. You're looking for a Templar. Joriel's the name, I believe. It's hard to track a Templar. but she has taken quite an interest in you. I hear she's doing some work in the Forum recently. That's your chance to find her. She's a busy gnome, that Joriel. Whisperers are saying she's in the Basilica Nostra. It weren't easy to track her down. Either she's that busy or she doesn't want to be found. So you'd better move quick. So long. I didn't rightly... So long.
Yes?
What? 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 Hello.
Blessings to you.
I do love a little conversation to break up the monotony. Have you been enjoying your time at Sandstone Villa? Farewell.
You wish to speak?
Well, there is much work left to be done to the Isles, but I can assure you that one day, Odessa will shine brighter than the sun. Be well.
Blessings to you.
I do not know how it happened, but here we are. How astute of you to make it to this point. I might have been surprised to be uncovered so quickly, but Odessa is a city of whispers. I'm almost shocked it took this long for us to meet. I've been trying to rout out elements of our leadership whose ambitions supersede the will of our people. I only hope I haven't failed. The Praetorians have a saying, an army is but a single being, and every soldier is a weapon it wields. If every common soldier is a weapon, what of you? Certainly a rare commodity in these contested times, if not a kingmaker. Your presence here is too tempting for some of my colleagues, so I observe you to observe them. That is the game we Templars must play. Yes and no. You wield a power new and greater than many are capable of understanding, and to unforeseen repercussions. I worry of that. But greater still is our response to this power, how we approach it, and how we attempt to understand it. This city, our race, is built on the promise of plans reaching fruition, and as convicted as some are, others might be distracted by you. A simple enough question. The answer is unfortunately complicated. I speak with the authority of a Templar. It is enough to make my suspicions law, if need be. So I must remain silent, if I wish to learn what I need. No. To speak frankly, I had intended this observation to be conducted with your awareness. You were never meant to know that someone was watching you. It could make my quarry suspicious. It is a frustrating turn of events. But how did you come here? Who exposed this to you in the first place? Bruton? Bodyguard? I never hired any... Ugh, by Athene. I've been outmaneuvered. Whoever hired Bruton likely knew you would be watched, and knows you're meeting with me. You have to find Bruton. Whoever he's working for, they can't have good plans for you or me. I have been the one that has orchestrated your observation. There was much to gain, and relatively little to lose. You must understand. From their council in the Forum, the Templars guide the advancement of our society. Our tremendous successes are due to their unswerving pursuit of knowledge. Each Templar is allowed a wide degree of freedom in the projects they sponsor, but they are ultimately accountable to the rest of the Forum. Unlike the lofty idealism of the Alpha and the messy pragmatism of the humans, we gnomes proudly embrace the virtues of reason and order. As such, we must maintain neutrality in these periodic wars that spring up. We cannot risk tainting our knowledge by taking sides. You understand? We've been had. I gave you Sandstone Villa, hoping to use it to uncover the Templars who have been plotting to exploit you for war. But in doing so, my quarry uses their agent Bruton to trace me through you. They'll have both of our heads if we don't stop them.
Blessings to you. Blessings to you.
Yes.
What? I got enough things on my mind, stranger, without dealing with the inquiries of a busybody. Yes, off with you.
Well, it seems you're not here for work, based on how the gnomes seem to be treating you. What can I do for you? Be seeing you.
Well, I've learned enough about your doings to know when I've been found out. Took you long enough. When I was told I'd be targeting a man who came back from the dead, I thought I heard wrong. But then I learned about the Well of Souls. As soon as Joriel's out of the way, my employers will make the well theirs, and all of the power that comes with it. The Templars are not all of like mind for what road our civilization needs to take, such as my employer. We plan on grander things for our brethren, but some are holding us back, like Joriel. So we'll kill her. Then they can experiment on you. But before that happens, me and the boys will have our fun. Yeah, good hunting.
You've gotten to Bruton then. This was not the outcome I had anticipated. That you were able to deal with it is gratifying. Killing Bruton should send a message to his masters to stop their plans. I heard what he said about my death. It seems I am indebted. With any luck, the serpent will not bite without its fangs. Our business can be concluded. have proven capable beyond measure. As a reward, I give you the deed to Sandstone Villa. It is now yours, completely. If you wish, you may make improvements to it at the Grand Bursars. Now, there is much I must attend to. I am off.
At your service. Good day, Master. I am happy to report that there have been no problems. Not after the perfidious Bruton was dealt with. Farewell, Master.
Hello?
Well, look at you. Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. Aside from a few interactions with the laborers, my studies have not permitted me much contact with those of your race. Very well.
Quick.
Hello.
What's needed?
Hello. Welcome to the Grand Bursars, the city's financial heart. Though not a gnome, my superiors have authorized me to help you as best I can. We can offer loans, property development opportunities, and oversight on investments made with us. Now, what could I do for you? For a loan, we will lend you a sum that must be repaid in a week's time, or we will be forced to collect by other means. We can help develop any property you might own in Edessa if you wish. Lastly, you can invest money. We will allocate it as we deem wise, and if you're lucky, you will gain earnings. Ah, so you are the new owner of Sandstone Villa. Very well. If you wish, we can have crews begin work immediately. Excellent. We'll begin work at once. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Very well. We'll invest a standard capital on your behalf. We can't promise its return, but we will invest it to your discretion. Well enough. The capital will partly finance a new Motus mining expedition, which can bring great wealth or nothing. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Is that so? Well, we can certainly arrange that. Work shall begin on it at once. We've supplied you with a forge, should you feel the desire to perform some handiwork of your own. Very good. We'll have it ready for you soon. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you? I'm afraid your investments have yet to return. Have a pleasant... Hello again. What can I... Is that so? Very well. The labs have graciously donated a potion bench for your private use. But after this point, we won't be able to work any further on the house. You won't regret it, I can assure you. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist? Regrettably, no. The quality and strength of the stone in your foundation cannot support. Have a pleasant day.
Yes? Yeah, this... Oh, excuse me, you're the courier, yes? Good. You're early. We can begin at once. Why, the delivery to the Mortis Mining Branch office in the Hollowlands. Now, it seems we've misplaced our copy, so you'll have to reclaim the handbook from my old headquarters in Apotir. I need someone to go to the Mortis headquarters in Apotir and recover a handbook, then deliver it to the Mortis headquarters in the Hollowlands. Good. Should go to the old Mortis mining offices in Apotir. Once you've found the book, bring it to a Pulvire. I need a courier to go to the closed Apotir branch of Mortis Mining. Then, take it to Mortis Mining's new branch office in the Hollowlands. Fine.
Yes?